Okay, got some sled maintenance going on here today. Getting ready to go west. Got a hood to seal up on this one. I found lots of cracks and holes for snow to get sucked into. So gonna do Spanky's sled Alpha 2. Threw my mid-elevation clutching back in, new plugs, just went over some stuff. Got new bars coming for mine, so that'll be sweet to get those on. Spanky sled, same thing, throwing the mid-elevation, clutching back in it. You could probably still see the clutch dust floating around in here. Spanky, your clutch maintenance is shit. So we'll do it for you anyway. Your secondaries look glazed AF, so we're gonna scuff those up. There's your weights going in, your primary, and I'll show you how I do that without pulling the spring, because you still have your stock spring in there, so I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Okay guys, as promised, here you go. This is how you change your weights, your primary, without pulling your end cap and pulling your spring. So made up this nice little tool, and you just get a pry bar in here, gently pry on your spider, okay? Carefully pry that in, and then this sucker just hooks right there. Now be careful, there's a little bit of weight on that, and you don't want that to fly off. So it's on there pretty good, just be conscious of that. But it works good. Change your weights. Poor Dixie dog's frozen out here today. She's knocking at the door, so. Hey, where'd you go? Come on in. Like minus 27 this morning, so she's pumped to come in. Lay on her blanket. Hold that blanket down. Hold the blanket down. Get on it. Here. Hold it down. Come on. Come on. Before, after. Ooh, grippy. Ooh, slippy. Okay, I just finished putting the clutching back in, buffed up his clutches, cleaned them up. We're gonna throw his new spare belt in. It's brand new, never been used. And we're gonna throw his used one in this fancy cat belt holder spot. Both of us been using this spot to store a belt, because there's nowhere really else to put it unless you wanna jam it in your seat there and take up room. But this spot seems to work. We've both done it for a season now, and works pretty good. All you need is a couple zip ties. Zip tie to your clutch cover. Doesn't seem to hurt it to be this close to the pipe, so it's working for us. So pull that one off and throw the spare one up there. Okay, so I have to seal up Craig's airbox. There definitely is some spots that there's snow getting sucked in. So just kind of take your time when you're doing this. This whole headlight assembly has to come off, intake assembly, this gauge piece, all that, headlight, both your panels, that all comes off. And then you can access the rest of the screws to pull this airbox apart. It's in 3 pieces. You have this nose cone piece that goes on your throttle body boot. You have the bottom half, like the belly pan portion, and then the top half. And that's where you got to seal it up, is all around where these 2 pieces separate, and especially right down in here around this piece and the nose cone piece. There's lots of spots, like I put a flashlight in there and there's light shining out all over. On a cold, dry snow day, that snow is getting sucked right into your intake and you'll have moisture in there. Freezes, turns to ice, that all gets sucked through your intake, through your reeds, in your motor. So yeah, I'll give you an update as I go. I'll show you it when it's all apart and show you where the main places are that you got a silicone. Okay, I've got this air box pulled apart, 3 different pieces, and I'm just gonna go ahead and silicone it up with this black gasket silicone maker. Just gonna do all the edges, all the joints here, and you know, you can put lots on, it'll wipe off after you're done. You might have to clean it up. There's some oil and pine needles and stuff, so clean that up first and then do all your joints really well. And you can wipe it off after if you have too much on, but that's why I say go with black, because it's black plastics and black silicone, you won't really notice it. And it will come apart if you have to. If you break something, smash into a tree, you can pull those screws out and this silicone will pull apart. Not the end all be all. Right on. Had a good day in the garage today. Hammering out maintenance on these 2 sleds. Mine's fully done, ready to rock. Got my GGB quiet can in there. That thing is freaking sweet. So my sled's ready to rip. Spanky sled. Well, Articat's got a lot of parts on back order. Shock bushings, steering stem bushings, even freaking scratchers. He bent one up, so we figured we'd order a set to have, but guess what? They're on back order, so that's fun. Don't know what's going on there. Spanky sled is pretty much ready. Got his new belt on, clutch is all dialed in. Blew all those out, cleaned them up. New spark plugs. Oh, and we sealed up his air box as well. And I might include how we did that in this video, just a little how-to. But this is a good time to go through the whole sled, like when it's all apart. I like to go through all my electrical connectors too, and just use some dielectric grease on them. Because last year I had some issues with my oil warning light coming on when I know it was full of oil, and some weird things. I think there was water getting in some plugs, so I dielectric greased mine and had no more issues. So I was just going through Craig's doing the same thing, and when you know it, I found something that probably would have bit us out in the mountain. Maybe not, you know, this trip, but at some point it was gonna happen. Pulled this is the fuel pump connector, okay? Look how green that is. That was just a matter of time before that left us stranded. So I'm gonna clean that up, dielectric grease it, and should be good to go. I refurbished my old steering stem bushings for him. Did the old 308 rifle round in the bottom half of that steering stem. So she's pretty tight again. Don't know what I'm gonna do with shock pushing yet. I still haven't touched that, but we'll figure it out. Another thing that's busted is these inserts that go in the ski. They're just a little metal insert. I found 2 broken ones on my sled, and sure enough, Spanky's are broken too. So they actually had those in stock because I believe they fit in a ton of the cat skis, the new cat skis. So even down to, I think they even fit the little 120s and whatever. So yeah, this was what is left of mine right here. They seem to snap. I don't know why, but whatever. Put some new ones in and call it a day. But yeah, it's fun. We're counting down days before we leave real soon. So I'll give you guys an update when we leave and keep you updated on our trip. It's gonna be so much fun.